Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cozy Corner Chronicles. This is our official podcast where we talk about everything books, but my name is Julia,
And I'm Liz.
and we have another Judge a Book by Its Cover segment for the book that we chose to read, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Woo woo.
Woo! I'm so excited to read this book. I know we were going back and forth between reading this and My Sister the Serial Killer, but I'm really glad that we kind of chose this one and then to end on, My Sister the Serial Killer. But I have heard so many good things about this book, and I know it's a show, and you told me that it was on Hulu, so hopefully this will encourage me to watch the show because I've been needing something to watch.
And I feel like it always says a lot when a book becomes either like a movie or a show, because I mean, it must have been good enough to get,
This
the
is
money and stuff
true.
to be, I know. So let's see. But yeah, I'm
I didn't
also
even
really
think about
excited
that.
about reading this book because I feel like the book is going to be great. Like you've said, I've heard really awesome things about it. And I think we had talked about too. Of course, we like to read adult books from time to time, but we are really at heart young adult book readers.
Definitely. And I think it's just where our interests lie, which is fine. Um, but yeah, we're definitely YA readers.
Yeah, so this is right up our alley, I'm sure. And so I'm excited to see what it's about. But I guess going right into it, looking at the cover, what do you notice?
So, just off first glances, my eye went straight to the poster that the girl is holding. And I'm noticing that the U is not a YOU, just a U, and that all the letters in the front of the words spell out thug. So, maybe some kind of protesting going on here, or.
I didn't even notice that. So that just shows how observant I am. My mind is blown. That's it. That's the whole podcast right there. We can end it. No, but but yeah, I didn't notice that, but I agree with you. I think because of the way that she's like holding the sign, she looks relatively young. I wouldn't say like in the cover she's in her 30s or anything. She looks really young. So I
Agreed.
think
I
that
definitely
adds
agree
all
with
the
that.
more meaning, right? Like I think it adds all the more meaning that
Yes.
she's young, she's holding a sign, and I agree with you. It's probably going to be about protests. We could be 100% wrong here, but that's why we do these, right? So we can see if we're right or wrong.
Definitely. And then it's also a Prince Honor winner. And the Prince Award is an award that's for a book that exemplifies literary excellence in young adult literature. So
Snaps to Angie.
that's really, really exciting.
That is. So do you want to tell us about the book?
Yes. So it says 16-year-old Star Carter moves between two worlds, the poor neighborhood where she lives and the fancy suburban prep school she attends. The uneasy balance between these worlds is shattered when Star witnesses the fatal shooting of her childhood best friend, Khalil, at the hands of a police officer. Khalil was unarmed. Soon afterward, his death is just a national headline. Some are calling him a thug, maybe even a drug dealer and a gangbanger. Protesters are taking to the streets in Khalil's name. Some cops and the local drug lord try to intimidate Star and her family. What everyone wants to know is what really went down that night? And the only person alive who can answer that is Star. But what Star does or does not say could upend her community, and it could also endanger her life.
Okay, so I feel like after reading the blurb, we probably are spot on with our predictions
Hmm.
based off the cover.
Definitely. This sounds like it has a lot to unfold. I know we said that we wanted to do something less heavy, but this is kind of gearing towards the little heavyish route, which is okay. Um, but I mean, witnessing a shooting of her childhood best friend is insane. And that it was in the hands of a police officer is even more insane.
Yes, and I feel like because okay, like I feel like I'm glad that it's telling me that someone's going to die because I
Mm,
would probably be distraught had I read it without knowing. So that's good. Um,
definitely agree.
but right, but hopefully because of the fact that we chose a YA book, it can be not as dark, but still a
Right.
little dark, you know? So
Definitely agree with that. So, going into YA, why don't you tell us a little bit about Angie Thomas?
yes. So Angie Thomas was born and raised in Mississippi, but now lives in Atlanta. She actually was a former teen rapper. Interesting. Yeah. Fun
Love
accomplishment,
that.
right? Whose greatest accomplishment was an article about her in Write On magazine. So she holds a BFA in creative writing from Belhaven University and an unofficial degree in hip hop. Love that for her. I have an unofficial degree in potatoes. So, anyways. Anyways, so The Hate You Give is actually her debut. So this was her first book she ever released. Awesome. And it actually started as a senior project in college. So
That's
since the release of her book,
awesome.
I know, I'm like so jealous. How are people so talented? I don't get it.
Can't
But
relate.
I know, literally. But with this book, she won the Debut Author and Young Adult Fiction Award in 2017, presented by Goodreads. And then the year after, in 2018, she won Best of the Best Award by Goodreads as well. And then also the Young Adult Award by Audie. So that's really awesome.
Mm.
And a quote that she said on her website was, I look at books as a form of activism. Sometimes they'll show us a side of the world that we might not have known about. So to me, I feel like that's
Mm.
exactly what this book is going to be about because it's
Hmm.
probably going to be about activism. So I'm even more excited to read it and how she presents this.
I love that. And I'm just taking a look at some of the like Amazon reviews and
Mhm.
just things on Amazon anyway. Um, this book has a 4.7 star rating, and I think it was
Okay.
like 48,000 reviews.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it's hidden. It's hidden. So, just looking at some popular highlights in the book from like Kindle readers, this part of the book was highlighted by 12,974 people,
Mm,
Kindle readers, actually.
wow.
It says, that's the problem. We let people say stuff and they say it so much that it becomes okay to them and it's normal for us. What's the point of having a voice if you're going to be silent in those moments you shouldn't be? So that's
Mm,
super powerful. There's
that's
another
definitely
one.
activism. So,
Yeah. And there's another one highlighted by 8,322 Kindle readers. Funny how it works with the white kids, though. It's dope to be black until it's hard to be black.
wow. Okay. Powerful quotes. I'm
Mhm.
loving it.
One last
So,
one. Sorry, one last one.
no, you're good.
Um, highlighted by 7,935 Kindle readers. Brave doesn't mean you're not scared, Star, she says. It means you go on even though you're scared, and you're doing that. So, lots of powerful things in this book so far, even though we have not even opened the book yet.
I'm excited. I was gonna say, like,
Mhm.
I think 4.7 is, I think out of the three books we've read so far, it's the highest rated. And what's
Mhm.
even more insane is the fact that it has so many reviews that, I mean, most people must have given it 5 stars or 4.5 stars to be able to have that high rating. So,
Yeah, definitely. And I believe that this book is a part of a series, or I don't
yes,
know
I
if
did
it's
see
a
that.
series. It's The Hate You Give, On the Come Up, and Concrete Rose.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. And then I don't know. I think it is like a, I guess it's now a trilogy. I guess it is that, but I wonder if all the books are actually related or if it's just
Hmm.
standalone or how they're related.
Definitely agree. So hopefully we get some good read out of this. I mean, I highly doubt that we won't like it. So
Exactly. So, all right, well, that finishes our judge a book by a cover for this book. We're super excited to read it, so stay tuned when we give you guys the full Spark Notes but Better version of everything that we read.
yay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.